Well, hi guys. I've been fiddling and diddling here with my camera setup and everything. It's lighting isn't all that brilliant. I'm in a really dark place here. I've been trying to fiddle with the light, but it is what it is. This is the best I suppose I can do with this. Yeah, I want to talk about my my whistle journey. I've started playing the whistle, oh God, when was it? March 23. And since then I've been on a total, I mean, like a lot of, well, actually everybody who starts on the whistle, I suppose, is intrigued by this little instrument and all the various different whistles that are out there, the makers, what they sound like, the tonal qualities, how they feel, playing the instrument, and so I've been on quite a journey myself. I've just had to jot this down because I can't recall it from memory that well. I feel that I now have actually the perfect whistle set. So this WAS syndrome has subsided, thank God. I mean, I might sort of hunt the occasional one, and but I'm actually very satisfied with what I've got now. Finally, it's been quite a journey. I started on the little, I don't know how you say the word properly, Siog whistle, Shog, I don't know how, it's an Irish word, S-I with that accent over it, O-G. That was a little D whistle. That was the first one that I bought, and I really liked that whistle. And actually, I sold it on to buy something else. But right after I sold it, I felt really bad about selling it, and I kind of wish I'd kept it because it had this particular kind of very mellow sounding Irish whistle sound that I really liked, and it became apparent after I bought another one that actually that was the sound I was after. So I had that. I had the little Susato B flat. I then went and bought the little Dixon polymer one, the very basic one, non-tunable, which I think is a great little whistle for a beginner. It's really nice and lightweight, which helps me because I've got problems with my hands, with my fingers. I've got Dupuytren's disease, which means I'm starting to contract. My fingers are kind of contracting, which I think actually the whistle playing is helping me with that, keeping my fingers agile. So it's possibly the best thing I can do for what I'm suffering from. I then bought myself a Dixon Low D, the polymer one, which I kept for a long while. I found a Howard Low C, which I also absolutely loved. Bought a Howard Low D as well. At some point I decided I was going to branch out into the mid-range of whistles, and the James Dominic whistles were available for me for like €30. They were selling their last models, the old models off. So I got a G and an E from the James Dominic range. I quickly realized that I can't play them. I haven't got enough. They're lovely sounding whistles, don't get me wrong. I've done a few really nice recordings with the E whistle that I bought later on, trying it again. I think the first one I had was a G and an EB, so an E flat. But they take a lot of air, so I didn't have that air volume, so I sold those on. I then found a Cary V5 that I had for a while. I found that whistle was too loud for me. It kind of sounded foghorn-like for me at the time, so I sold that one on. Ended up buying myself an Alexander Karavev Nightingale G and the Nightingale High C. Both beautiful whistles, but again, a lot of air is needed. Not for the C. I sold the C on to get myself something else. But again, the G, as you go lower in that range of whistle, again, you need a lot of air. I had the Alexander Karavev E flat whistle at some point as well. I did actually a review of my low whistles earlier on in the year in the summertime, which I'll link probably below this video, where you can listen to what those whistles sounded like. So I had the Alexander Karavev EB again, too much air needed, sold that on. At some point I bought the E-Volga little C whistle, which I still have. I got myself the Wild Irish high E flat, which I still have. I had the Wild Irish B flat, which I sold on because it kept falling out of my hands. It was too heavy. I find the Wild Irish were very similar to this Sioux whistle that I had from the tonal quality, but again, I can't hold these heavy whistles. Had the little Lear C, high C, beautiful whistle. Sold that on to get myself something different. So the more I sort of progressed with my whistle journey, the more I went towards the more lightweight whistles. So the all metal ones. I love the sound they make. I like the way the mouthpiece feels just easier for me in the mouth compared to the Delrin ones. The Delrin whistles are a lot softer in the tones that's my opinion, than these metal whistles. So yeah, so the majority of my whistles now are these metal whistles, which I absolutely adore them. I went and got myself the Carry Optima F whistle. Again, the plastic mouthpiece means you need more air again. And then I hit on, somebody kept selling the second-hand Carry whistles, and I got the Carry A. And I instantly fell in love with the Carry whistles, and that's what started me on this path down to getting these types of whistles and the Carry whistle. So I've got all my higher whistles here arranged, and I sort of just giving you a little demonstration. I've got my microphone set up here of what they sound like. Unfortunately, I've only got one EB, so I can't sort of, compare that. But I did keep, this is the only wild whistle I kept, and even that is quite heavy. So if you, I don't know, this is the what do they call themselves now again? Mullen, the Mullen D, and it's an all brass whistle. And even that, compared to the little wild one, this is lighter than that. At some point I thought I would have a wooden one and a metal one. So I wanted to have, in the key of C, I wanted to have a wooden instrument and a metal instrument. That's how I ended up with the I-Volga C whistle. And then I had the idea, well, I want to have an aluminium one and a brass one to have a comparison there, but I ended up with what I ended up with. So I've now blabbed 8 minutes already, which is probably too long. I might cut this into a separate video, just as an introduction to what I've got, and then I do another video sort of delving into the whistles themselves and showing you what they sound like. So this is just my whistle journey. I ended up with, at some point, I think I had 22 whistles. I haven't even counted them now. I've got the Carry Optima F now, the Carry Busca F, the Carry A, the Carry C, the Carry G, the Mazur High D, the Marek Brovsky wooden G whistle, and yeah, and I'm going to do, I think I put this in a different video. This is just to make you maybe feel a little bit better about your own searching as well, because it was quite a nightmare for me to go and have something and then wanting something else and not being quite happy with that. And so it's it's sometimes not that easy to find what really suits you best, is what I'm trying to say. So don't feel bad if you're going through, you know, X-Teens, different types of whistles, and you think, well, I made a mistake here, or I'd rather have that. You know, it's just, I think it's the journey we're all on. And so don't beat yourself up about, you know, all these different whistles you're going through. So that was just a little introduction, and I think I'll keep this separate.